Hey guys, it's Vince. I'm going to talk to you today about coming out as trans, as a transgender male. I'm going to share a bit of my experience of what I went through, transitioning when I was 26 years old, and also any advice that could help anyone else who's wanting to come out, who's feeling scared about coming out. Let's just hit that B-roll. The biggest and hardest thing for me was coming out as transgender to my family and friends. I've known for years that I was different than anybody else. I just didn't know what. I just didn't fit anywhere. I was a bit like a chameleon at school, do you know what I mean? Tried to fit in with people and then not working out. Fit into another group of kind of people and not working out. I just remember being a proper tomboy, hanging around with the guys, trying to be better than them. Very big competition with fellas. I mean, like I said, I couldn't even put my finger on it. I didn't know who I was, especially through primary school, especially through high school, where transgender wasn't known back then. I mean, I'm 31 years old now, and people who are in their early 20s now, it's becoming more acceptable. I say more acceptable, I think there's more awareness and stuff like that. Not like there was when I was younger, no. I only found out about transgender by looking it on the internet, so it's a bit different than nowadays, where I think it's just out everywhere. There's more awareness, it's on television now, everyone knows a lot more about it. Me coming out as the trans guy, well, it wasn't the brilliant way of coming out, let me tell you. Anyway, I was 26 years old. It was one of the most scariest things that I have ever done. And I won't want to do it again. Well, I would, because I'm trans, but I don't want to go through that scary thing again, because it's my anxiety was sky high. The way I came out to my parents wasn't the best way. I actually messaged my mum on Facebook. Obviously private messaging, just explaining to her that I am born in the wrong body, I'm not a female anymore, this is who I am, and that's it. And the reaction that I got from my mum was, well, if you're happy, you're happy. But I don't think it really sunk in, and it takes time, especially with the family, to come to terms with it. I mean, it's been 2.5 years now, maybe 4 years since I started transitioning. Yeah, 2.5 years I've been on T. About 4 years I've been transitioning. And back then, my mum would not change the pronouns for me. She still saw me as a female, and now she accepts me as a male. And I think it just takes time, do you know what I mean? You've got to understand your parents are grieving a daughter that they used to have. And it's difficult for them, and it takes time. Yeah, your parents are definitely grieving. You used to be their daughter, now you're not. They've got a new son. It's a lot to take in, so just give them a bit of time. That's all I say, give it a bit of time. They might seem not to accept it at first, but they will do in the end, trust me, they will, because do you know what? It takes time, and they love you. You're the child, it's not going to change anything. Like I said, obviously I could have done it better, I could have come out better. Now I look back and think, why did I do it like that? Why didn't I just talk to my mum face to face? And I was scared of her reaction. I didn't know what she was going to say. I'd rather be in my safe environment and tell her when I feel comfortable, and that was the best way of me being able to do it. It might be the wrong thing, it might be the right thing, but do you know what? I did it, and it made me feel absolutely fantastic, because I wouldn't be like this today. I won't be actually who I'm supposed to be, so yeah. If you're wanting to come out, guys, and you're really scared about it, you're anxious about it, you don't know what people are going to say, well, I would start off with telling your family first, and any way that you feel comfortable about that, whether that's messaging on Facebook, whether that's writing a letter, whether that's sending an email, just do it. But before you do it, just make sure that you have accepted yourself as being a transgender male, because there's no point in coming out as transgender male if you've not accepted it yourself. Because how can anybody else accept you as being transgender if you've not accepted it yourself? Just a little hint and tip there. You know, it may seem scary at first, guys, but you know, once you've done it, it's a massive weight off your shoulders. You can start the journey of transitioning. Firstly, you've got to go to your GP, get referred to your gender clinic, have your testosterone prescribed to you, be able to have surgery. You know, this is the start, this is the beginning of your journey. So once you've accepted being transgender, just do it the best way possible, the easiest option for you, the one that's going to make you feel comfortable, not anybody else, because at the end of the day it's about you. It's about you changing as a person. It's not about anybody else. You know what, you might not get a good reaction after you've told them, you might get a bad reaction. You know, it doesn't matter, as long as you're being true to yourself and you accept yourself as transgender male and you want to tell everybody and you feel that the time is right, then do it. If there is any advice that you need about coming out to family and friends, do you know what, just put a message below in the comments, or actually just message me directly so it's a bit more private if you don't want everybody knowing, but I'll try and help you the best I can. Just remember, be strong, be who you are, and be proud. You know, come out and be proud. Peace out.